So you may remember from yesterday's video that I mentioned wanting to do an evening hunt, and the reason is a lot of animals are actually active right before dark, and the map that originally gave me that idea was actually Parque Fernando, because red deer, black buck, and axis deer all drink right before dark, and all of them actually drink a good bit after dark as well. So I wanted to give that a shot because I've never really done it on this map. I've been wanting to for so long, but especially now that we kind of got some of the stuff that we wanted off Silver Ridge Peaks. We got our diamond black bear. We still don't have a melanistic red deer, and the rare red deer we do have are all really tiny, so working on respawns for them definitely seems like a good thing, and we have a lot of the tiny plaques still left to fill, so black buck and axis deer would both be good for that. So I figured we'd just try the evening hunt and see how that does, but actually lots of red deer up here. None are that big, but we'll at least take the 6 over there if we can. By the way, this is the first time I've seen the red deer, like, live with the new... It's not really a new model, it's just they have more hair up by their necks. That makes them look way bigger. I just realized I'm going to have to time that shot really well, because the front one's going to have his head down. So maybe we can just do it there. I think, yeah, that's got at least one lung, maybe both. But not a bad start up here. And we almost ended up with just spinal cord, which would have dropped him, but yeah, I wanted to try this, and a good portion of this hunt's probably going to be at night. We could keep resetting back to around 1700, but axis deer actually don't start drinking till 1800, so at best there's like a 10-minute window to hunt those, so I figure we're just best off kind of letting it go into dark, and then maybe we'll reset once or twice, but I think we may end up doing a lot of night hunting. But yeah, not too bad getting 2 from up here. And while we have at least some light left, I wanted to get into an area where we can potentially see all 3 species. So we have a black buck there, axis deer here, and there was a red deer, just a little one, but all 3 down at this one lake in the southeast. So I think I might have just seen something else. Just a mule deer. I actually didn't know they fed right now, so in some way they're actually fairly, like, huntable during this time as well. But I think that level 3 axis deer is actually our best bet, and I did bring the Mosin because it's a little more reliable than the 243 in my opinion. So we'll just go ahead and drop that guy, and potentially there could actually be more back at this end of the lake. Maybe they actually don't use this end in the evenings. In the mornings I've seen both black buck and axis deer drinking over there, but they're all walking back, and there's another 3, so we might as well get him. Because we only have the one axis deer mounted, it's the 1 diamond, so I'd actually like to get another one somewhere for the trophy lodge. We have all those tiny plaques, so respawns for them are always good. I'm actually curious to see if that other level 3 is going to make gold, because I believe they changed the requirements a good bit. I know this size could be gold in the past, and the one we shot definitely would have been a guarantee, like, before they did the new scoring system, but I kind of need to remember where that was. Okay, so he is a gold, though not by a ton. So you may actually need, like, this rack shape to get gold now, which, I mean, as far as axis deer go, I'm not really mounting anything that's not a rare or a diamond, but good to know, I guess. And I think this is a completely different herd of them. Again, though, no even level 4s, which there's a lot of level 4 axis deer out there, so maybe not the best spawns, which might actually mean it's worth our time to go ahead and take out another 3. And 2 if we can. I just saw another one that went through there. I think it was probably a 3, but it actually looked bigger, so we'll check tracks when we get there too. So if nothing else, at least respawns hopefully for the future. And the only diamond axis deer I have on the new system was actually off my own map, which I guess maybe is hope that we'll get another one day, but if I could find the other one, which we barely got before he actually took off, but I kind of thought that was close. But yeah, we're kind of out of daylight now, so I guess we'll just start hunting around all the areas. I maybe want to try here for red deer, because if I'm right, I don't think I had any stags spawning here, at least at the morning drink time, so I want to see if the evening's different. It's definitely not the most impressive stag, but there is actually a stag here, so that is potentially something to use for the future if I want to hunt this spot, because I'm almost certain I never got any males here. But that looks like a nice heart shot. I'm actually surprised how well we can see without the light. It might just be because it's barely into actual nighttime, but That was really clear. So yeah, I mean, respawns for the future anyway. Not a bad hard shot at 218 meters, but I think I want to go down here to the bottom right, because if I remember correctly, this hunting pressure right here is from a piebald and a level 9 that we shot. So who knows what's respawned from them. The nice thing about this lake is that all of the species that I mentioned actually drink here, so we can potentially look at axis deer and blackbuck being here too. But he should actually get out into the open, so we're not just shooting at an outline. And that'll be good for him. So I know that I spooked a bunch of axis deer over here, but from what I could tell, once again, the best we're looking at is a level 3, though that's a dark fur type, so it's at least a little better. It's going to be a really tough shot. I don't know if we hit the skull, but we actually got the drop shot, which I don't know if it's a Mosin thing, but I was always best at making those shots with the Mosin, so maybe there's something to that, or maybe it's just kind of a thing where it's in my head about it, but that worked good. So our first actually decent red deer, and I don't know, I do like the higher scoring ones look really good with the extra hair on the neck and stuff. It's just, I don't know enough about them, but I feel like the lower scoring ones just look a little bit weird with that. But anyway, did we hit this guy in the skull? Oh, wow. I mean, he's obviously at best just a silver anyway, but could not have asked for that to hit any better. It's the full score out of him on a really tiny animal at 200 meters. I'm actually probably more proud of that than most of my recent diamonds. I really hadn't even considered this, but one of the big advantages to hunting red deer and axis deer at this time compared to in the morning is pumas don't seem to be out. I guess they're resting right now. Or maybe like feeding, but the issue with like red deer and axis deer drink time in the morning, axis deer are 4 to 8 and red deer are 5 to 9. Pumas are 6 to 9, so they're basically there through most of their drink time, and they end up spooking them a lot, but when pumas aren't there to spook them, it's actually nice. Like, we're seeing a lot of animals. But yeah, another little gold red deer, which I thought that had to be close. I wasn't sure if this rack could make gold or not, but not too bad. And sometimes we get them down at this end, and I really have no idea for where axis deer might drink at this lake, so we'll have to pay attention. Huh. Alright, so I guess blackbuck are resting already? I thought they'd still be drinking, but oh, 1900? So their evening drink time does not last as long as I thought. Though, I mean, in the morning you can't hunt them at the same time as axis deer and red deer at all if you want them to drink, so I guess it's still an advantage. But we haven't shot any of them yet, so why not? But hopefully someday he can actually come back as a 5, but I believe 2100 is the end of red deer and axis deer evening drink time, so we're probably going to go back to 1700. Which axis deer won't be drinking, but blackbuck will, and we kind of missed out on that, so maybe we'll kind of do these lakes, or I'm not sure where I want to go yet, but we're going to change the time back to their drink time. Oh my goodness. You are kidding me. 220 to 283. I believe that's a big rack red deer? No doubt. Evening hunting for the win. Alright, well, if he's just going to stand there broadside, we're just going to take that shot, and I'm pretty sure that has to be a diamond. Like, I don't think the big rack red deer can miss it, but that may actually beat our other one. Hello. Leucistic female blackbuck. Can try to get that too. Hopefully that's a lung. I think we might have actually shot a little bit too low. Not quite as clutch as the shot on the axis deer earlier. We can still try to save that, but actually we might have done so. Maybe it's just dying anyway, but it's not something I'd keep for the trophy lodge, so I don't mind messing up the score, because we definitely made the shot on the animal we needed to. 252, so he's still a lower scoring one. He may actually be smaller than the, like, one side big rack and one side small rack diamond that we shot. And he's not actually that heavy. I mean, he's right around the, like, kind of guaranteed diamond weight, at least from the old system. But yeah, that's kind of cool. And I've seen this is one of the ways to actually get these antlers completely in a screenshot, or almost completely. Cuts them off a little bit, but yeah. I didn't really expect this to work out that well. But we were just too low on that first shot on the black buck, and actually low and a little too far forward on the second one. But we definitely made the shot on the better trophy, and I think we're going to leave it at that. I actually hadn't planned on ending just yet, but to be honest, I think that's about as good as we're going to do. So we're going to head back to the trophy lodge. That really makes the albino look absolutely tiny, but maybe someday we can get another diamond one here. Because I'm kind of trying to do a thing where it's either diamonds or gold scoring rares in this trophy lodge, and actually this is just a silver, so eventually I'd probably like to replace it anyway. Now it just kind of makes it a little bit comical looking, but yeah, go figure. We actually go for an evening hunt. Really, I was starting to get to a point where I didn't think we were going to kill anything good. And then there's just a diamond red deer. Actually, now that I think of it, at that spot where it was on a live stream, we shot, I think it was like a 6, a 7, and an 8, or maybe 2 7s and an 8, like a lot of big red deer. That may well be a respawn for that, but anyway. Another diamond red deer for the lodge. And actually, probably a good reason to go evening hunting on some other maps. But yeah, that's going to do it for this video. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.